Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Liberty's offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Flames lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Surging forward on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff from the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. For just a minute, let's take a look at Liberty. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Missouri State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes...
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's moving out of the pocket. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Page. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bears have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bears! They put the first points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's coming. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to fire deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Koo. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Back to throw, it's Page. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State! Grab the a short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Firing deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So here comes the Bear offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you...
Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Bears in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Page. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Page. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Cummings. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Flames in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his man. It's Koo. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Flames with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Bounced off his feet. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. And he missed it. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Page. Looking to the big tight end. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Good timing on the quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Finds a man on the left. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He might want another play. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Missouri State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message they'll have to carry into halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
To throw, it's Page. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock.
Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. The inside handoff. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Koo. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Koo. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back has it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Swings it out to the flat. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you were already 2 for 2, and now you're 3 for 3. So offensively, this is just a day that ends in Y. It's another day at the office, continuing to go for it on fourth down. And guess what? Continuing to have success.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Stokes. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Bear offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
You got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Page. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball downfield. Defense was not giving anything up. What a